Nigga like me just came down here to share thoughts with you. I ain't here to convert you over to nothing. I'm not saying that my way is the right way. Not saying my way is the only way. Not even saying that you even have to believe in what I'm saying. But what I'm here to tell you is that everything that you've learned is a program. Every single thing that you know about your world, your reality, your life, you came to that conclusion based on outside information, what other people have taught you. Programs that already existed in the ether. And what I'm here to share with you is how I figured this out and how I figured out how to run my own programs on my own computer. You know what I mean? You your own computer. You your own generator. You your own battery. You are your own world. 360 degrees. Everybody, every single person has this. Now, what I'm trying to tell you is just what I figured out. What I figured out about this shit, man. This shit crazy as fuck. Nah, for real, this shit crazy as fuck. You know what I mean? You grow up thinking the world one way, and then you find out that it's completely different. It runs completely different. It operates completely different. You know what I mean? Grow up believing it matter, believing that things are solid. And then one day you find out that, hold on, wait a minute, there's nothing solid. You know, you learn about energy, so everything's energy. You know what I mean? Grow up not believing in like powers. Like, I grew up like on X-Men and shit. You know what I mean? Straight up. Like all the cartoons. Anytime anybody had any type of superpower, I was on it, you know? Spider-Man, you know what I mean? I was on that. I ain't really fuck with Superman like that. I don't know, for whatever reason. And I still don't. I don't know, that shit's weird, but I fucks with Batman, even though he couldn't fly. Anybody that could fly was like the shit for me. Like, you had to be able to fly. That was my shit. And the X-Men, I always fuck with Mystique. I always wanted Mystique power. To me, Mystique had the sweetest power. She could just change into anybody she wanted to. You know what I mean? Either that or just go invisible. You know, but as a kid, you grow up believing that this shit's like, man, it's just not actually possible. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's not real. And the whole time, these motherfuckers who's writing the shows, they only writing these shows because they know that this shit is real and that they know that this shit is coming. And you go back and you watch the shows and it's in that shit. They was pre-programming us, but trying to control the future, try to dictate what we do with our powers when we get them. You know what I mean? For the people that do get them. You know what I mean? Like, if I would've, like, but they tell you, no, that's just not possible. There's no way, absolutely no way. But the only way that you know that you can't do any of that shit is because they told you you couldn't do none of that shit. They gave you your limitations. They gave you your boundaries. You know what I mean? Nah, you can't do this. You can't do ABC. You know what I mean? You can't go invisible. You can't fly. Now, and then I came across a story, damn, like a couple years ago. I wish I would have saved it somewhere, but I didn't. But I was listening to a lecture somebody was doing on Blog Talk. I can't remember who it was because I listened to so many lectures. But they was talking about this old African story about this dude in Africa. I want to say maybe probably like the 50s. I don't know. I can't. I shouldn't even be putting this shit on record, but I can't remember it. But it's out there. Maybe one day somebody will find it. But they say this motherfucker could fly, and they say the government had killed this nigga like 9 times and that he wouldn't die. And you already got, you know, people on record in the Buddhist temples, you know, levitating. You know what I mean? I seen this crazy video. It's actually, now this is on YouTube. You can find this shit. It's these Buddhist monks, and they not flying, but they running so fast. It's like they'll run, you know what I mean, for like 5 or 6 steps, and then they'll just leap. But they gonna leap for like 8 steps. Just be in the air the whole time. You can find this shit on YouTube. Crazy shit. So it's like, just like you see in the movies, like, you see all them kung fu movies, motherfuckers be jumping off the walls and shit. You know what I mean? You know, they might take 2-3 steps on the wall and then just kick in the air and turn around and look like these motherfuckers like semi-flying. These motherfuckers can do this shit in real life. That's today on YouTube. You know what I mean? And now what we knowing about our genes, what we finding about our DNA, we finding about this sun, we finding out about, you know what I mean, how this energy do really work. We finding out about these ions, you know what I mean, these magnetic ions, you know what I mean. We finding out about all this shit, you know what I mean, these magnetic electrons, you know what I mean, the protons. We breaking down the nucleus because we breaking down the atom, because we breaking down the body, you know what I mean. We didn't went through that. The whole nervous system, you know what I mean? We done did that vagus cord going all the way up to your skull. We done did that, you know what I mean? Found out all about the pineal gland, you know what I mean? And the pituitary, you know what I mean? I done studied the body so much, you know what I mean? I done studied the way our eyes work. You know what I mean? How we think we seeing this reality where we not. Everything's on our retina. Everything's being reflected. You know what I mean? I done studied that. You know what I mean? I done studied the way speech work, the way sound work, the vibrations and the waves. I done studied that. You know what I mean? I done studied the way music works. Pretty much in the same way. So now I done study speech. I understand sound, music. Then I study language. You know, the difference in language, the etymology of words. We study that. You know what I mean? Figure that out. You got to know everything about your reality. I broke it down in every single category they studied. Not just what they told me, but the esoteric, the occult, the hidden. You know what I mean? The real knowledge of every single category of who I am, trying to figure out me. Because once I figure out my reality, it's a wrap. So, you know what I mean? This what you got to do. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I did these things. You know what I mean? I didn't study thought. Where thoughts come from. You know what I mean? And then when I feel like I done studied enough in the physical plane. No, I ain't even done with the physical plane because I ain't even talked about nature yet. I ain't even talking about the work that I did with the elements: fire, water, air, earth. I done did rituals where I went to. These elements have their own worlds. And I done went to the world of earth, and the world of fire, and the world of air, and the world of water through the gateways. I did this in the astral. This was years ago. You know what I mean? It's been a process of me finding out not what they say it is, but what it truly is. And because I'm telling you, what they say this reality is, it's not. You know what I mean? I done did work with nature. I did rituals why for a year straight. I would do nothing before I went into the world without kissing a tree. Then missing that one day. Showed my love, showed my appreciation. I've had more magical experiences with nature than anything. But then I understand how nature is just a resembling of me because it's still in this physical world. So it's just showing me something that's inside of me. So when I start doing rituals with nature in the physical world, I'm getting in touch with nature that's inside of me. So I've had those realizations that everything I'm out here doing magic with, everything I'm trying to get in touch with. I've done rituals with countless deities. I fucks with all the guys. All the guys fucks with me on a real level. It ain't no guy that then came in my 360 and I haven't called his name and ain't showed respect to me. That's real. Off the magic, off the love. You control your 360. Any being wanna come in your presence, it has to come in your world. You haven't figured out how to get to their world yet, so you don't even have to worry about that. Just know that anything that's in your presence, you have absolutely complete control over. Because they coming in your 360. If you know how to control you, if you know who you are, if you study these different type of things, or you willing to listen to somebody who has. I'm just here to show you the different shit that I've learned. You know what I mean? I've put the work in, man. And put the work in. I've studied this physical world, and then boom, you know what I mean? I jumped into the astral world, explored that, saw the limitations in that. You know what I mean? I got tired of playing around in the astral world. I just stopped doing the shit. Came back to the physical. You know what I mean? I was doing physical work. You know what I mean? Then we learned about that mental plane. Learn how to conquer that. Discipline, will, and faith. You know what I mean? Principles, the principles that we've learned. Not just studied, we've learned. In our reality. Then pass the test. It's a different feel when you pass them tests, because you always gonna get tested just to see who you are and what you get access to. So once you pass them tests, boom, next level. So I'm here to tell you, I did this, and it's a path that everybody gotta walk individually. But this is how you get to where you want to go. So, if you're trying to run a different program, you know what I mean? You wanna control your reality. You wanna control your 360. This is how you do it. And then you start getting into the powers. But it's whatever you want to develop, really. Everything is an art, so we might call them powers, but it's really an art. And anytime you're trying to master an art, you know what I mean, you got to put work in. It's not the power of flying, it's the art of flying. You know what I mean? You have to master first, conquer your mind. You have to conquer that mental plane 100%. That mental plane got to be 100% under control. 100% thoughts under control. Absolutely no thought can come into your head. You have to be able to just stop it. And fall into the oneness instantaneously. Instantaneous. That's just learning how to do that is art. And that's really just step one. You know what I mean? Shit, that might take you, you know what I mean, 6 months, 2 years, just to learn how to do step one. And then you have to study the ether, study the different planes, study gravity. Know what gravity is, how gravity affects you. Study your aura. You know what I mean? Master your chi. This shit takes time. It's not just, you know what I mean? But we've been learning about these ions, and we've been learning about this sun. You know what I mean? These electrons coming up off this sun, this ultraviolet light, this black light. You know what I mean? Because that's something I had to learn just to understand what's going on out here. Things are happening a little faster now. So what might have took you 2 years, shit, you know what I mean? No telling, your F in your work, you might better get that thing 3 months now. Son fucking with us. You know what I mean? But it's all about how serious you take it, how serious you take yourself, how serious you take your body, how serious you take what you let into your mind, man. Your mind is everything. You can't be paying attention to all this shit. Gotta get away from this shit, man. Small circles. Small circles. The smaller the circle, the better, nigga. Everybody else, they got something going on. You know what I mean? All these different cords connected to this matrix. You trying to be free. You trying to maneuver. How you gonna be maneuvered with all these fucking cords? You can't move around. You tripping up and shit. Straight up. You trying to come up out this motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you how. I'm trying to tell you I done did it. Straight up. You can take it for what you want. You can believe what so-and-so say. But they ain't giving you no results. Everybody else got you waiting on some shit. Got you sitting waiting on the savior. Nigga, you the motherfucking savior. Save your motherfucking self today, nigga. Son's fucking with you. Son's fucking with you. For real. If you can't see through the motherfucking lies, the motherfuckers telling you by now, maybe you just don't deserve it. But it's a lot of people out here waking up, man. It's a lot of motherfuckers out here waking up. And I be goddamn if I don't come out here and talk to my niggas and tell my niggas what the fuck I done found out here in this bitch. Nigga, I done found some crazy shit. Nigga, I done found some crazy shit. This shit real out here. Straight up. Real nigga, no flex. I put the work in, put the time in, put the dedication in. You know what I mean? And they had to fuck with me. They had to give me them secrets, them real secrets. This shit just come to me. But I told them in return I was gonna come tell my niggas, and that's what they want, man. Everybody waiting on y'all. The people who's supposed to wake up. Everybody ain't supposed to wake up. But the people that's supposed to, somehow this shit gonna find you. I don't even have control over this shit. I wasn't even planning on saying this shit right now to keep it real. But I know someday somebody gonna hear this shit, and you gonna be the one that's supposed to hear this. Somehow the universe is gonna make it to you. And it's for you to know that this shit is real. You can come up out of it. You can control everything. Don't believe your ego. Your ego gonna tell you all type of shit, man. You gotta get past that. Shut that nigga up. Control him. That ego was step one. You can't do nothing till you get past that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You can't even get to the astral really without getting rid of that nigga. Well, not even getting rid of it, just controlling it, because you can't get rid of it. The motherfucker's always there. That's real shit. You can't get rid of your fucking ego. It's a part of you. But you can diminish this motherfucker down to the point where this nigga has absolutely no control. None whatsoever. But that's you controlling that mental plane. You know what I mean? So just shit's just real, man. This shit's just real. This just a little something to let you know that this shit is real out here. And that it's up to you, man. It's up to you. The magicians, the magi's, you know what I mean? The people who trying to control their mind. If you curious in magic, you curious about magic for a reason. You know what I mean? Read a couple books, man. Explore your mind, expand your shit. Be afraid of absolutely nothing. Be afraid of absolutely nothing. No matter what the fuck, no matter what pop up, I want you to just remember my voice. Say you got control over it. Whatever it is. If it's standing before you, you got control of it. You got control over the situation. Absolute control over the situation. Don't let nothing in your reality control you. Don't let nobody come shoot you no negative energy and fuck up your mainframe. Have you all emotional and shit. You gotta control these fucking emotions. Emotions take a lot of niggas out. Emotions take a lot of niggas out. Niggas be fucked up over some emotions. Get caught up in that shit, man. That shit a game. Don't be emotional about nothing down here in this world. This shit ain't real. None of this shit's real. Small circles, man. Small circles. Surround people with your like vibration as much as possible. People trying to think the way you do. People trying to, you know what I mean? It's real, man. It's real. Chaos.